Yes, Stephen, Lauren, and this was very much a hands-on tour. Right here on Holloway Street is where the secretary was walking, taking a look for himself. And if you see right here, you can see exactly what we're talking about. As you walk along, there are some sections here that are nice and paved, but then you walk just a little bit further, and there are areas where there's a lot of grass and gravel, not making it very walkable at all. It's some of the problems that the secretary is hoping that money will go towards fixing. On a hot day, waiting for the number 3 bus to work,
I take it almost every day.
Kai Smith has no choice but to try and stand in the grass in the shade on Holloway Street. He wishes it was a little safer for people who ride the bus.
Every stop should have one of those overhangs, like to protect from the sun and the wind, in my opinion, with at least 2 benches for women and children and elderly, and to prevent from the elements.
He had no idea the Secretary of Transportation would be there to see the problem for himself, walking alongside the mayor and the governor, touring a mile stretch, promising fixes for crosswalks, curbs, and gaps in the sidewalk, and improvements for bus stops to help people from Durham like Kai. We took its concerns directly to the Secretary himself. What's your message to people that are frustrated with that situation, and you know, realistically, how long does it take to get these kind of things to come to fruition?
Well, you know, people here deserve excellent sidewalks and transit service and all the other things that a good streetscape ought to have. The vision has been here for a long time, but not the money. We're here to change that, and that's why we awarded $12 million to help get that done.
The money, all part of infrastructure funds touted by the Biden administration for the Bull City in particular. Kai, hopeful those changes will reach his bus stop soon, next time he goes to work.
The fact that he feels that's a concern, or someone brought the concerns to him and he's willing to do something about it, is a good sign to me.
Yeah, Kai going to be keeping an eye on the situation, and so are we here along Holloway Street to make sure that those changes go into place. In the meantime, we also tried to ask Secretary Buttigieg about the news of the day, those reports that a member of Congress is asking for President Biden to step out of the race. We wanted to ask Buttigieg about that as a member of his administration, but we were only allowed 1 question per news outlet. So after asking my initial question about transportation here in Durham, I tried to ask a second question about whether Biden should stay on the ticket and Buttigieg's opinion on that. However, at that point we were told no more questions before I was able to finish that question. And one of Buttigieg's aides came up to me after the fact and said that he would not have been able to answer that question anyway because he was here in his official capacity, and under the Hatch Act, being that he wasn't representing the campaign, he would not have been able to weigh in on Biden and his future after we tried to ask that question as well.